Here we have ESCO's impact-driven bead breaker. Now we're going to use this on a 16-inch trailer tire. Now at first glance this may not seem like a very difficult tire to do, but in fact it is. It has a lock bead and it's very narrow right in here, so it's very difficult to get a grip on the inside of that rim flange. Now before we do this tire, before we even start using our tools, the first thing we have to do is lubricate where we're going to insert that tool. We highly recommend that. Now you'll see how easily that tool reaches in between that rim flange and that reverse hub center. So the first action is going to set the tool. The second action is going to strip that bead. Now you reverse that and then release your tool. Now for the second tire, we're going to do this 11R22.5. Again, lubricate our point of entry. Now when I do this tire, you're going to see me use the handle quite a bit. We're going to try to grab that right out here on the end on this flat. So now, before I even start, I'm putting down pressure here. So now that's set the tool. Now we're going to strip the bead. Now you reverse that. Now you can see there was a little bit of air trapped in that tire. We recommend that you completely drain the tire of air before you break the bead. Now before we go to the next tire, we're going to switch over to our air ratchet. Make sure that's rotating the right way. And we're going to demonstrate how we can reach in between hard to reach areas. Now again, the first thing we're going to do on this 17.525 is lubricate our point of entry. Reach in here with our ratchet. Now you can see when that box is down, you can just hand ratchet that in. And now we're going to strip the bead. Now you reverse the tool, draw that foot back up. You always want to do that before you release the tool from the rim. Now for the final tire, we're going to demonstrate the use of this set screw. So we're going to screw that out just a little bit. That just gives us a more aggressive bite to the rim, and we are going to switch back to our impact gun. So if you follow me along here. Now one thing I want to draw your attention to is this pry notch. Most of your large ag tires have that feature, and we really suggest that you use that wherever possible. Now in this case we're not going to use it, just to demonstrate the capability of the tool, but wherever that pry notch is, use it. Now as I mentioned, we're going to lubricate our point of entry. In this case we're going to start up here. Now you're going to see that set screw really start to grab. See how that drives, really wedges that bead breaker in between the rim flange and the bead. Now if you come around this back side, Now I'm going to strip that bead from the rim. You really see that stripping motion. Bring the tool back up and release it from the rim. So that is ESCO's impact driven bead breaker.